For over 35 years, the Cacciatore family has provided state-of-the-art auto collision repairs. V&J Auto Body is not only certified to repair all makes and models, V&J is one of the few auto body repair shops certified by Tesla to repair and recalibrate their automobiles, as well as other electric and hybrid vehicles. Detailed repairs combined with award-winning concierge service makes V&J the only choice for your collision repair needs. V&J will pick up your automobile wherever on Long Island you are, provide you with a rental, and deliver your vehicle when the job is complete. Too good to be true? Visit VJAutobody.com. That's VJAutobody.com. Come over and meet the crew. VJ Auto Body's 2 state-of-the-art facilities are equipped with the latest technologies in auto repair. Let V&J communicate with your insurance company for you and deliver back to you a detailed, perfectly repaired vehicle. Contact V&J Auto Body by visiting VJAutobody.com or call 631-226-0070. That's 631-226-0070. Well, good afternoon, everyone, to the one and only, first of its kind, first only Crash Course. That's right, Crash Course Radio. I am your humble host, Peter Krausch. Welcome to the show. And it is indeed a first for Long Island, first for the Long Island auto body industry, and a real first in the sense that it's probably the first time most people have heard anybody speak directly to them about exciting topics such as insurance products, the auto body collision industry, to a lesser extent personal injury attorneys, and brokers, right? Independent brokers, agents, things like that. And that's what we started doing here, I think over a year ago now. All right, and we continue to do that, and we'll be doing that for the balance of the year, or almost the balance of the year. All right, and that's thanks to the generosity and support of V&J Auto Body. All right, and that is the shop that I currently work at. All right, I am a manager / estimator there. All right, thank you very much, James and Chandler Ravone, all right, for your support, your dedication, all right, and also your ability to see a diamond in the rough, a good thing. All right, and this show is a good thing. All right, it's a very good thing because why? Because I get to be behind this mic every Tuesday afternoon talking to the folks, you folks, and we have the smartest listeners out there. I know that because when we get a call, most of the time, you guys are one-upping me all the time on the answer. All right, speaking of answers, all right, we're going to break ranks here a little bit today and try and gin this up in the fun zone. All right, maybe the questions have been getting a little mundane. So we're going to try and light things up a little bit with a little excitement, a little history-oriented material here. And let's see if anybody's got their thinking cap, their history cap on here today. All right, so here we go. Question of the day. We want to give stuff away, folks. It's the North Pole here. What can I tell you? Santa Claus is in the house 24/7 at Crash Course Radio. All right, and we always like to give free stuff away. All right, so we are going to try and do that here with the question of the day. How many racetracks? All right, this is exciting. All right, we're talking excitability here. I mean, it doesn't get any better than Crash Course. How many racetracks, all right, did Long Island have at one time? All right, so all you car aficionados out there, all you racing heads, all right, guys that are into cars, guys that race cars, you're into that. That's your thing, motorheads. All right, or perhaps maybe you're involved in that industry, right? Maybe you're involved in the racing industry currently. All right, let's see how sharp everybody is. All right, how many racetracks? I was shocked when I saw this. All right, of course I have the answer. I did not know the answer. I had my own idea, and I was way off. But I was very shocked and surprised to find out the answer to this. But how many racetracks did Long Island have at one time? All right, pretty cool stuff when you find out. And here's the second part. Do we currently have a racetrack and a drag strip? All right, so it's a two-part question. Call in, give us an answer, and let us give you something free, something nice. All right, and we can also have a conversation on that, right? Because we're talking about expanding the topic here, all right? Trying to break new ground here and go in different directions, all right? And to that, we've had different guests on, okay? And hopefully you guys caught some of the show last week. All right, we had our returning guest, Greg Hill, from Value Adjust. Right? Greg is always a great guest. Greg's company is involved in something very important. Right? Again, I get it. Most people, they don't think about this stuff. Right? We do the thinking for you, and then hopefully make you scratch your head and go, wow, never thought about that. But folks, we were talking about total loss. Right? And we explained what that is. Your car gets wrecked. Insurance company decides to walk away. They don't want to fix it. And by the way, we brought this up with Greg also. Them walking away doesn't always necessarily mean that it is actually a total. Right? So another reason why you need to listen to this show, all right, and go to collisionservicenetwork.com. All right, collisionservicenetwork.com. Yours truly is the founder and owner of collisionservicenetwork.com, and it is there that you can find continuing education. That's great. I love I just coined that. But seriously, folks, the mantra here, right? If you've been listening to us for a while now, and if you do listen to the show and you've been listening to us and following us, we really appreciate your support. All right, but the mantra is and has been that we give you information and knowledge you need and can use, and advice you can trust. And if you go to collisionservicenetwork.com, you get a lot more of that and some. All right, and you go to Facebook. Thanks to my amazing social media manager, Anthony, who also doubles as my engineer here in the doubles as the engineer. I like the way I phrase that. Here at the station, you can get some real exciting stuff on all our social media platforms, Instagram, Facebook, all right, Anchor. We're also on Spotify. All right, Anthony's doing a really good job with that. So if that's your thing, if that's your gig, go over there, check it out. I know we definitely put recorded shows on there. So if you heard something here that you want to hear again, or maybe you need to write something down, you can go to Spotify, do your thing over there, find us, and and you can listen. All right, we're gonna hopefully work something out in that realm down the road. All right, which can dovetail with the radio. All right, so as you know, if you're into the podcast world, or that's not really my realm, but my guy's trying to bring me up to speed there a little bit. But if that's your gig, all right, we're going to try and work something out as well, all right, to dovetail with the radio show. All right, so cool stuff. All right, and that's all going to be to help you, the folks. All right, folks, the mission of collisionservicenetwork.com is, of course, to support and promote the privately owned and operated auto body industry across Long Island. All right, well, to the state, because a lot of what we try and do here has implications statewide. Especially the political activity that we currently still have. All right, we're working with one of our amazing local elected officials. All right, and that would be Assemblyman Gandolfo. All right, from I believe the 7th District, and he's been working very diligently with us up in Albany. Anybody that's ever been involved in that stuff, I don't got to tell you, that's a major hurdle. All right, especially today because depending on what team you're playing for today in New York State. It's going to really dictate how much or if any, success you have when it comes to, trying to get some of these political initiatives off. But we do have something he's working on, and we do really appreciate that, Assemblyman. Thank you very much for your effort and your tireless work on that for us. All right, he's trying to change the regulation here in New York State, which would have dramatic implications for the auto body industry, which indirectly affects us, folks. Right, I spoke about this a long time ago. Right, there's like a disconnect. People figure they got insurance. Right, I take it to a body shop, car gets fixed, insurance pays the bill. Bam, it's all over. It's not exactly how it works. It definitely doesn't work like that anymore. All right, and so this this political initiative that we have. Shouldn't say political. That's not right. Political. Now it sounds like I'm trying to sponsor a political movement here or a party or something. A legislative effort. How about that? Does that sound more official? So the legislative effort that we've been involved with for a good part of a year now involves, in part, making some changes to the regulation. All right, and that's Reg 64, which is the controlling entity here in New York State. It protects us. All right, protects us, the consumer. All right, works for us, works against the insurance guys. And to an extent, it protects us with rogue body shops. All right. You have some other options there as well as a consumer. If a body shop is a bad actor. All right. You have a couple different venues there you can access to help you out. All right, but Reg 64 is the controlling entity here. All right, that's really what the unfair claims practice section as well. All right, and that kind of sets the rules, sets the pace, all right, for how we're all supposed to conduct ourselves in the world of insurance and auto body. All right, it's very important to us as consumers. All right, so we're working with the assemblyman to get some very dramatic changes there that are going to have dramatic impact for the industry. All right. Well, there's the music. We all know what the music means. Right, it means we are coming to an end of the first segment. I tell you, time flies here at Crash Course Radio. I don't know what to say. All right, when we come back on the break, I want to hear the phones ring. I want to give away free stuff. All right, welcome back, everyone, to Crash Course Radio with your humble host, Peter Crouch. Thank you for joining us this afternoon. If you're on the dial and you're hearing this voice and you're thinking, I got nothing else to do for the next hour in the car, I don't know what this guy's all about. Well, welcome to the show. Stick around. You'll be scratching your head. You always walk away with a couple of tidbits of things here and there that you probably didn't think of or were aware of, all right? And when it comes to auto body, collision, insurance products, all right, insurance matters, personal injury, that type of thing. That's what we do here. We talk to the folks, all right, and we are giving you information and knowledge you need and can use and advice you can trust, all right? As well, I am the owner and creator of CollisionServicesNetwork.com. That also is a first only, one of a kind. This is a website and company dedicated to promoting and supporting the privately owned and operated auto body shops across Long Island. And more importantly, we are dedicated to educating the consumer as to their rights, expectations, all right, when it comes to their auto policy. And of course, when it comes to choosing a body shop, all right? And choosing a body shop today takes some thought. Okay, it's no longer 30, 40, 50 years ago where you kind of scratch your head and you run down the end of the block and you see Joe Blow's auto body in the corner and it looks like he's crowded, so bam, I'm going to take my car there. Not a good idea. In fact, I explain in a little more detail on a video I put together on Instagram, so go check me out there. Folks, speaking of which, hey, listen, thanks to my social media manager, we are everywhere that you want to be. All right, we are on Facebook, Instagram, Spotify, and Anchor. We're also on YouTube. All right, we finally got that baby activated, I guess, livened up a little bit. All right, and so it's all good stuff. But Instagram, seriously, check me out there. Hook up with us there. I do a lot of little videos there. I just did one the other night. It's pretty cool. Check it out. And then, of course, Facebook. We have a very active Facebook page as well. All right, so 631-451-1039. I know the phones are just going to light up now, right? Because I didn't give the phone number out like a knucklehead the first segment. 631-451-1039. I'm here over a year, and I still don't memorize the phone number. I'm telling you, you can't make this stuff up. And the question of the day is, this is a fun question, right? Because I know that's what everybody's been thinking. This guy always gives us an insurance question. This guy's beat. Well, I hear you. So the question of the day today is, how many racetracks did Long Island have at one time? All right, it's cool stuff, folks, because I did not know this. All right, and the answer is pretty interesting. And do we have a racetrack today? All right, and a drag strip? All right, I got the answer. 631-451-1039. Come on, somebody give us a call. Let's have a little fun. Let's give some free stuff away. All right, and what were we talking about? The guest we had last week, Value Adjust, Greg Hill. All right, folks, if you're involved in a claim, all right, or your car was deemed a total and you got questions about that, all right, you're unsure. If you're unsure about anything, give me a call, all right? Or better yet, reach out to Value Adjust. All right, reach out to Greg Hill and his folks, and he can be reached at 631-460, all right, that's 3037. All right, Greg's the expert here. I mean, he's done this over and over again, and he's a great guy, and he's really helped a lot of people. We've turned customers onto him, and I would tell you, folks, 99% of the time, he definitely changes the outcome of your settlement in a total loss. All right, so there's a lot of problems with that total loss process with the insurance companies, folks. Every company tweaks it a little bit, so they shave a little off here, a little off there, but don't get caught in the minutia with that, all right? Remember, understanding your rights and expectations, that's what we're here for, right, for you. All right, and that involves making sure you get a fair settlement, right? You're paying your premium dollars, right? You're a good student. Well, now it's time to cash that in. All right, so Greg Hill from Value Adjust, if you're involved in an accident, and you're involved in an auto claim, and it looks like they're going to total your car or they're telling you don't want to fix your car, right, you got to get Greg involved. Make sure he'll take a look at it, no charge, all right, and just give it a cursory look. And then this way, you're going to make sure that you're getting a fair outcome. Look, you might be. I mean, I don't know. I'm not saying it happens all the time, but it's possible that he'll turn around and say, hey, they're being very fair, and this looks like a really good number. All right, and in which case, great, right? Nobody gets hurt, no money spent, but more than most likely, you'll be surprised. All right, that that you're really not you're not getting the outcome that you really deserve. All right. So on that note, hey folks, the deal. My name is Peter Crouch. I am the founder of CollisionServiceNetwork.com. Please go to CollisionServiceNetwork.com often. All right, stay involved. All right, we got lots of information, really cool stuff there. And looks like we have a caller. Looks like we got Dane from Mastic. Dane, I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Welcome to the show. Dwayne, I'm sorry. I got this.
This is Dwayne's wife. He's painting the door and told me to call.
Oh, Dwayne. Oh, you got Dwayne doing chores. That's good. Way to go. All right. Well, I got dyslexic people here. I apologize. All right. So Dwayne's wife, you want to take a crack at the question of the day?
5?
5? All right. I got to tell you, I actually thought it was 10. But it's actually at one point, folks, listen, I thought this was amazing. Now, I grew up by Islip Speedway.
Can you hear him?
I'm sorry?
No, I'm asking my husband if he could hear you over there on the radio.
Okay. So, so your answer's 5, all right? You're probably going to fall over like I did, 40.
40?
40. That's what I said. There were 40 racetracks that were active on Long Island at one point. Is that phenomenal? I thought it was.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
All I knew was Islip and Riverhead.
Yes, I grew up at Islip Speedway. I grew up in Brentwood,
yes,
and I was at Islip Speedway all the time. Riverhead a few times. Now let me ask you the second part. Okay, let's see. Do we have a racetrack today and a drag strip?
Dwayne?
Come on, Dwayne.
Go ahead, Dwayne. He's going to answer? Do we have a drag strip?
And a racetrack today?
There was no drag strip now.
No drag strip now.
Well, we had 3 guests on about a month ago, and one of them was very active in resurrecting a drag strip. Again, didn't know. That's why we have this show. We had them on. Apparently,
yes, you do.
Yes, he worked with a team of people through town of Brookhaven, and we do have a drag strip again, and it isn't the old Calverton airstrip out in Calverton where the Navy base used to be.
Right.
Yeah, so you can check that out. I believe it's active August through September, August through October. So pretty cool stuff, right? I mean, I didn't notice. It was Long Island trivia. I thought I knew it. Didn't know it either. Really cool. Hey guys, listen. Thanks for listening to the show. Stay on board, all right? And my engineer is going to capture your info, and we're going to get you out some cool stuff. I got a $10 gift card coming out to you to Dunkin' Donuts, all right, and some other free stuff as well.
Thank you.
All right, thank you. Hey folks, what can I tell you? Like I said, we have the smartest listeners. All right, look, I blew that question too. I mean, who would have thought 40? 40 racetracks. That's how prolific racing was on Long Island, right? You would think that you'd hear 40 from, down south, Georgia, Alabama, the Carolinas, where they used to run the White Lightning and all that stuff. But no, pretty wild stuff. 40, lot of racing up here in the Northeast. Well, right here in Long Island, small little Long Island, 40 racetracks, active racetracks. Now we have 1. Okay, and I can assure you, the only reason why we have 1 is because it was designated a historic relic, or whatever they call it, historic monument. Okay, otherwise they probably bulldozed that place years ago, right? If everybody knows where that is, if you don't, it's in Riverhead. It's literally surrounded by acres and acres of stores, buildings, businesses. It's hysterical. Do you think that thing would be standing today if they didn't have the historical protections? No, they would have bulldozed that thing and threw another store there. So thank goodness for that. that somebody had the wherewithal to go ahead and designate a historic monument, because we still do have Riverhead Raceway. All right, cool stuff. And thanks to the efforts of some individuals, we do have a drag strip. So if drag racing's your thing, if you're one of the guys that was driving around with that bumper sticker, Long Island needs a drag strip, well, guess what, folks? We got it. It's out in Calverton at the old Navy base. All right, and if that's your thing, hey, check them out. I think they said they run from August through October. Has something to do with some kind of bird that nests out there. I don't know if you're the nature guy. You know how it is around Long Island. We got all kinds of protected species. All right, but still, cool stuff. All right, there's the music. That means that's the end of another amazing segment here at Crash Course Radio. All right, so I'll see you guys on the other end of the break.
Rider. The low rider is a little higher.
For over 35 years, the Cacciatore family has provided state-of-the-art auto collision repairs. V&J Auto Body is not only certified to repair all makes and models, V&J is one of the few auto body repair shops certified by Tesla to repair and recalibrate their automobiles, as well as other electric and hybrid vehicles. Detailed repairs combined with award-winning concierge service makes V&J the only choice for your collision repair needs. V&J will pick up your automobile wherever on Long Island you are, provide you with a rental, and deliver your vehicle when the job is complete. Too good to be true? Visit VJAutobody.com. That's VJAutobody.com. Come over and meet the crew. VJ Auto Body's 2 state-of-the-art facilities are equipped with the latest technologies in auto repair. Let V&J communicate with your insurance company for you and deliver back to you a detailed, perfectly repaired vehicle. Contact V&J Auto Body by visiting VJAutobody.com or call 631-226-0070. That's 631-226-0070. All right, welcome back, everyone, to the one and only Crash Course Radio, Long Island's first and only radio show dedicated to the privately owned and operated auto body industry across the great fruited plains of Long Island, and, of course, dedicated to speaking to the folks, right? Because that's what I'm doing here every Tuesday afternoon. We are educating and informing the consumer, right? You know our mantra by now, which is we are giving you information and knowledge you need and can use and advice you can trust. And you can get a lot more of that at collisionservicenetwork.com. Hey, 631-451-1039, 631-451-1039 if you want to be part of the show, if you got something to say, something to ask, all right? Or maybe something to win. Hey, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Spotify, and Anchor. We're active everywhere, folks. All right, so out of those, if you got something that's tickles your fancy, go there and check us out. All right, Instagram's cool stuff. I do some videos from time to time, so you can find a lot going on there with me. All right, Instagram. Speaking of finding us, all right, Sunday afternoons, all right, thanks to the generosity of 1039, we can now be reheard on Sunday afternoons. All right, so if you like the show and tickled your fancy, or you heard something and you wanted to hear it again, all right, you missed something, or maybe you just missed the show and you're a frequent listener, check us out Sunday afternoons on 1039. All right, it is a replay of Tuesday afternoon show. So that was a great call. Thank you very much, Dwayne's wife. And Dwayne, you're very talented, Dwayne. I got to tell you, she's got you painting, you coordinated a phone call, and you won a contest. All right, good stuff. Thanks, guys. Appreciate the support. Hey, I want to expand on that a little bit, all right, because that was a lot of fun. Okay, trivia, history, that's my thing. I think a lot of people go for that, right? It's interesting. So let's keep breaking new ground here, Crash Course. Let's see. Okay, so other than, all right, this is the win-free stuff too. All right, it's always the North Pole here. It's always Christmas. So other than Islip and Riverhead Raceways, name 2 other racetrack locations on Long Island. Again, I was surprised. Okay, so other than Islip and Riverhead, okay, those can't count. Give me 2 locations on Long Island where there were prominent racetracks. All right, and let's see what we come up with. All right, 631-451-1039. All right, that takes you into the studio, and you get to talk to little me and win some free stuff. Hey, folks, you know the deal by now, right? I'm the owner and originator of collisionservicenetwork.com. All right. And, what we stress here is it's very important. It's vital as consumers, right, that we understand our rights, expectations, and options when dealing with insurance company. All right. And why choosing just any body shop is a very bad idea today. Okay. And I did a video on Instagram last night. All right. I think we posted it already. I don't know if we did, but it's going to be up there. All right. Check it out. Okay. I think it's about 2 minutes. Pretty cool, talking about what happened with the auto industry, with respect to the car buying industry, where majority of people buying cars now, either through either cash used or, financing. And I think we have a caller on the line, Marion from iSlip. Marion, welcome to Crash Course. You want to take a crack?
Hey.
Hi.
How about Freeport Speedway?
All right, there's one. Bing, 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 bing. I have a low budget here. I have to make up sound effects. So what's another one?
Ding, ding, ding.
What's
winner,
this?
winner.
All right, so we got Freeport. Give me one more, Marion. Come on. We're looking for two.
I can only pick the ponies. I'm sorry.
All right, that's good. Hey, listen, we got the smartest listen. Marion, that's a great answer. Freeport. Yes, Freeport. I was surprised. I mean, I grew up around Islip Speedway and a little bit Riverhead. I got to tell you, I don't even think I was even aware that there was a Freeport. But Freeport did operate a very popular speedway, all right? And they did have a...
years ago.
Yes,
Yep.
Years ago, correct. I grew up in the 70s. But apparently it was a figure eight track. And they also carried, I think they carried Smack Up Derby, Crash Up Derby type of thing, too.
They did the demolition, yep.
Yeah, demolition, right? Yeah, I'm seeing it on my screen right now. It's amazing. Freeport demolition every Saturday. I had a friend that used to race in Riverhead for a while. Tommy Ferrari. He was a great race car driver out there. He was a figure eight driver, and I spent some time with him. It was a great experience in the pits with his team. He's since retired, but it was a great experience. It was a couple summers ago, and folks, I got to tell you, man, Riverhead, if you got nothing to do or you want to expand your kids' minds, check it out for a night. It's a lot of fun. Look at the schedule. I mean, they had a monster truck thing out there one time, a school bus derby. It's a lot of fun. Riverhead Raceway. Marion, thank you very much. Stay on the line, Marion, and my engineer's going to get you stuff. We'll get you some free stuff. I'll get you a nice gift card to Dunkin' Donuts, all right? And we'll get you out some other free promos and everything. Thank you for supporting the show. Appreciate it. All right, so there you go, folks. We're having a little fun here, and we're changing up the topic, right? What did I tell you? You have more fun than should be legally allowed here on Crash Course Radio. All right, I don't know what to tell you. But this is cool stuff. I thought this was really, this kind of stuff like animates me. I mean, growing up, me and my brothers, we were into race cars, everything racing, Daytona 500, the Indianapolis, all that good stuff. And we were right here. I grew up in Brentwood, right? I grew up in Brentwood. So, I mean, I was literally like a stone's throw away from Islip Speedway, and as I got older, I was able to get involved more. Hey, I think we got Sean on line 4. Sean, thanks for waiting, Sean. What do you got for us?
Yeah, Sean. I believe East Hampton.
Yes. Ding, 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 ding. There's one, and there's another one out there. I'll give you a hint. It's in the Hamptons. Do you know what it is?
I'm not sure.
All right, so
I will guess West Hampton, though.
Okay. Folks, I tell you, I don't make this stuff up. We have the smartest listeners. Well, yes, West Hampton. And you know what was at West Hampton? I'll tell you what's there now, a whole bunch of townhomes. But that was where the original drag strip was for Long Island. West Hampton Beach. That was our drag strip. And then they decided to plow it under and throw up buildings, as usual, on Long Island.
Yes.
Yes.
I think I heard that.
Yeah, they did. Sean, so the other location was Bridgehampton. All right, folks, this is so cool. This stuff. Bridgehampton had a racetrack, and they raced Trans Ams. It was primarily a Trans Am, Trans Am racing, right? That was what?
Now it's a golf course.
Now it's a golf course. All right, there you go, folks. We got golf courses, we got houses, and we got stores. I mean, that's what we do here on Long Island. It was a lot of fun, man. I grew up in the 70s, and all that stuff was good. We had a great time. And eventually, as I got older, I had friends that actually got involved with Islip Speedway, with racing, so it was really cool stuff. Sean, hey, listen, man, thanks for the call, and
Absolutely.
And stay on the line. Let me get you out some nice stuff. All right, we'll get you out a nice gift card and some other primos. All right, stay on the line. My engineer will capture all that for you. Hey, thanks a lot for supporting the show, folks. Like I said, we try and change it up. I listen to people, and we're trying to expand the topics here and have a lot of fun. I want to mention on this theme. This is another interesting. All right, all you car racing gurus, or if you grew up, back in the day, Vanderbilt Cup. How many people remember this? So we all know the Vanderbilts, right? He had the big mansion up there on the North Shore. I don't know, Centerport or some. I think it's the planetarium over there now. Well, apparently, this guy used to sponsor a race. It was called the Vanderbilt Cup. Well, guess where it raced? Motor Parkway. Now, I found that out as a kid because my cousin lived in Ronkonkoma, which was the boonies back in the 70s. And Motor Parkway literally was like a racetrack. I mean, I'm talking back in 1974. There was nobody on this road, folks. I mean, it was like, 2-lane highway. And apparently, he built, when you have this kind of money, this is what you do. You build roads to do what you want on, especially back in the day, right? There wasn't any group of environmental this, and they weren't going to tell you that's not nice. He just said, I'm building a road and we're going to race. It was called the Vanderbilt Cup, and it was huge. It was known nationwide. People would come from all over, and Motor Parkway was the racetrack. And you raced on Motor Parkway. So pretty cool stuff, right? Again, a lot of really interesting, cool things that happen on Long Island, right? We're just an island, but we have a lot to offer, right? Very interesting. I like stuff. Like I said, trivia, history, it's good, especially when it involves Long Island. All right, folks, so that's the end of another exciting segment. All right, we'll be coming into the final segment here. All right, and I'll touch base on some important issues regarding auto body and insurance, all right, before we close it out. All right, I'll see you guys on the other end of the break. Okay, cue up that music. We're into the final segment. This is Crash Course Radio with your host, Peter Crouch. Welcome to the show. Hey, if you're a frequent listener, thank you very much for your support. All right, and if you've just stopped by today, I hope you found this entertaining and in a little informative as well. All right, we are in the final segment, so this is the final segment rundown. All right, we're going to touch on some very important stuff. 631-451-1039 if you want to call in. 631-451-1039 brings you into the studio to talk to little old me. I want to give a shout out to Jerry. Jerry, I hope you're on duty today out there in Southampton. Hello, Jerry. Jerry works for V&J Auto Body. He holds down the fort out there in Southampton. We do have a satellite office out there, folks. If you're in that neck of the woods, please stop by, say hello to Jerry, especially if you drive a Tesla, because that's why Jerry's out there. All right, Jerry's going to give you the lowdown on Tesla repairs and why we are the best in the business, we being V&J Auto Body. All right, it's a concierge setup. You drop it off, we pick it up. You come back to get it, we deliver it. All right, and Jerry can be found over in 60 Windmill Lane in Southampton. All right, so if you drive a Tesla and you're in that neck of the woods, stop by, get familiar with who we are, all right, and what we can do for you in the event that you need auto body work. All right, Tesla is a specialized vehicle, folks. You don't want just anybody touching that car. All right, and as I said earlier, thanks to the generosity of 1039, all right, Crash Course can now be heard in rerun on Sunday afternoon. Okay, so if you like the show and you want to hear it again, or maybe you heard something there and you didn't quite catch it, all right, you can hear us again, replay on Sunday afternoon of the Tuesday afternoon show. All right, cool stuff. Hey, what can I tell you? Having a lot of fun. That's what we try and do here. And what's really great is we're frustrating the heck out of the insurance guys with one arm tied behind my back. I tell you, it is raw talent on loan from God. It's got to be, because it doesn't come from me. Anyway, so we're in the final rundown here, and here we go with the final rundown. Insurance companies, all right? They're in the insurance business, not the collision business. Very important disparity there, folks. So why let them dictate where you get your car repaired? Never. The answer to that should be never. All right? You wouldn't go to a foot doctor for our problem, so you should never go to the insurance companies, or actually you should never let the insurance companies suggest where you have your car repaired. Folks, bottom line, all right? To me, this is a no-brainer, but to a lot of people, they just don't think about it. Insurance companies can be intimidating. I don't know why. I worked in that industry for almost 30 years. I never felt like I was intimidating. But apparently there is this, mystique about insurance companies. Folks, they're just a business. All right? They're a business that collect a lot of money from all of us. All right, and when the need arrives, you should be unbashful about, basically, getting your money's worth. Okay, as far as what you should expect from the insurance guys. All right, and that's why CollisionServiceNetwork.com is here. All right, when it comes to getting your car repaired for auto body, please, you just say no. All right, you do not want an insurance company sponsored shop repairing your cars. A whole host of issues. We dealt with that in another show. We'll come back around to that in the future. All right, but suffice it to say, you're under no obligation whatsoever, okay, to cooperate in that realm, okay? You just simply tell them no. You tell, listen, I listen to Pete at Crash Course Radio. I know my rights, expectations. I know my options, and I'm going to go to CollisionServiceNetwork.com, and I'm going to get a body shop that's going to work for me, not you. Maybe you want to leave that out. But they're going to fix my car the right way, all right, according to industry standards. And I know my car is going to get back to me in a safe, put safely back together, all right, and repaired the way I want it. And also, very important, all right, they're going to represent your interest. Okay, if you got a guy that's saddled up with the insurance companies, I guess that's good for them. But how good is that for you? Right? You really got to ask yourself these questions because I got an issue going on in my shop right now. I'm not going to get into it here. Maybe I'll touch on it next week. But we got just such an issue. All right, now, thank goodness this customer ended up coming to our shop. Because between myself and my partner and our knowledge base, we're affecting a better outcome for this individual. All right? So it really matters on who fixes your car today, folks. Okay, there's a lot of moving parts today. It's not like 50 years ago. All right? Insurance company wants you to take your car to their sponsor repair shop for one reason, to save them money. Insurance company has a contract with these sponsored shops, which encourages them to save money by cutting costs. All right? That often results in the use of substandard parts, cutting corners on repair procedures, no color matching, and repairing instead of replacement of some parts to save time and money. Now, there's probably some guys out there that are hearing me, not as many that should, and they're probably jumping up and down now, banging the walls with a body hammer or something, saying, this guy's... I'm sorry, folks. I worked in an industry. Insurance companies, they do things that are in their interest. Most businesses do. It's called increasing profit margins and driving down expenses. That's a basic tenet. You don't need a master's degree in business to understand that. And they're no different. Okay? Granted, they're guided by insurance law and regulations and that to make sure that they do that within the realm of, being ethical and things like that. But this is what they do. Okay? And the contract thing with the shops, or whether or not they don't have a contract, whether it's an open-ended thing, the bottom line is it is a relationship. All right? It's one that doesn't involve you. All right? So never allow them to direct you to their insurance-sponsored shop. We believe the insurance company-sponsored or direct repair programs are damaging to the collision industry and the consumer. Right? They operate as a de facto monopoly. They do. When you got so many of these things populating a rather small geographical area, right, Long Island, it becomes a de facto monopoly. Why? Because guess what? You go to Shop A, and they decide, I don't want to work with Shop A. What do you mean? Yeah, we don't like his numbers. This is what we're going to pay for the car. And you're standing there scratching your head. Well, what do you mean? I don't understand. It's what my guy needs. Well, not today. But guess what, Mr. Jones? We got 8 shops in the area that'll work for our number. 8-1. That's a monopoly, folks. All right, so that's what I mean by de facto monopoly. Undercutting fair market competition, driving down wages, limits customer choice, and perpetuates poor service and quality workmanship, potentially jeopardizing consumer safety. That's what these programs do. And there's plenty of cases out there. All right, you can check this out. I like to quote the infamous case in Texas, all right, where an insurance company-sponsored shop decided to cut corners on repairs, and the result was a devastating car accident, which left the vehicle occupants horribly burned. All right, having a car accident is no joke, and where you get your car repaired shouldn't be either, folks. All right, plain and simple. Now, there's been more than one case. I think there's at least 2 or 3 cases, documented cases, where this outcome has happened, and that's because these shops are under pressure by these insurance companies to keep it small. All right, keep it small. I mean, it's price small, expenses small, time small. All right. Insurance company cannot make you have your car repaired at their body shop. They cannot force you to have your car inspected at their location. You have the right to have your car inspected and repaired at a location and time of your choosing, not their choosing, your choosing. There is nothing in the insurance policy which states you must comply with the insurance company when it comes to getting your car repaired or inspected. That's it, folks. It's black and white there. It's black and white in New York State Regulation 64. All right? So if you have the unfortunate circumstance to be involved in a car accident, God forbid, all right, and you have to file an insurance claim, please, you should be calling us first before you speak to them. But if you can't, because you couldn't or you didn't and you already did, we get it. Stuff happens. That's the end of it, though. All right? Say no. Take the fifth. All right? Remember, we resurrected the old Nancy Reagan program that she had about drugs, right? Just say no. Well, we're telling you to just say no here. And you're going to just say no politely when they tell you, hey, you took photos with your wonderful phone, your iPhone, your Galaxy phone, right? You got all kinds of photos in there. Can you send them to us? No, I can't. I'm not saying don't take photos. Take them. Listen, it might help with your lawyer if you represent it for injuries. It could help with liability, right? It could help to preserve evidence, preserve the scene as it was. I get it. Don't send them anywhere. Folks, you don't have to comply. You're only hurting yourself. Trust me. All right? There's only one reason why the insurance companies want to make estimates or write estimates off of photos. All right? It's because they can control the claim early. All right? And they can also, hopefully, limit the amount of payout dollar-wise. All right? And this has been well documented, folks. 98% of these estimates result in a supplement, which means extended time for you out of the car, extended rental, extended frustration. All right, a whole realm of things. All right, so remember, just say no to photo inspections, please. Just stop. Don't do it. All right, you're not helping yourself. You're helping them. You go to your body shop, right, Cleveland Service Network shop, and immediately they're going to have to call a supplement in. Hey, folks, we got about 12 seconds. The music's playing. That means it's the end. I know. Nobody wants me to go. We have such a blast here at Crash Course. Hey, everybody have a safe and great week, and I will see you next Tuesday.